some housekeeping before we start the show. Keep an eye out for the 2026 Summer Regional at Great Stories in Whitensville, Massachusetts, put on by us, the Duress Crew. It's going to be on Saturday, July 11th. It's going to kick off at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. You can register on Melee. We're switching tournament software, so make sure to get your Melee account set up. So you can sign up on Sunday, June 14th at noon Eastern Standard Time. Let's see here. $35, and we are giving out a Sanctum to First, Survival to Second, pair of Dreadnoughts, and a playset of Opalescence. So yeah, show up, have a great time, play some AAA, bring your gold border cards, and we'll see you on July 11th. Thanks. Enjoy the show. Okay, gang, some more housekeeping. Hardcast has taken on a sponsor of sorts. So the way that this all played out is that a donor has decided to help us offset some of our costs for some of the recording software. It's a subscription-based service. We talked it over with the gang, and the only clause that has been placed upon us is that we have to shout out Second Chance Animal Services, a nonprofit animal adoption charity in Massachusetts, every episode. So I'm looking at the website now. They publish their tax returns. They're a registered nonprofit. They're a no-kill shelter. So this is an animal welfare organization in our local area. So I actually feel totally okay about shilling for them. So what you're going to hear in the upcoming episodes is an adoptable pet of the episode. And this episode's adoptable pet is Buongiorno. I'm looking at his picture now. He's a black and white cat. He's 13 years old. He's neutered, and you can adopt this cat. Reading his bio, he's lived with children and another cat before. He's affectionate. So anyways, if you would like to help Buongiorno find a home, go to Second Chance Animal Services, secondchanceanimals.org. So yeah, maybe you can end up with Buongiorno. Thanks for putting up with it. Talk to you guys later.
Welcome everybody to a little bonus episode of Hardcast. We were initially closing out the season with the Brian interview, but we would be remiss if we didn't have our own little round of applause, whatever.
Victory lap?
Victory lap, yeah, exactly. So I'm Brad. I'm joined here with three beautiful boys. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Nick Mayo here.
Shane.
Hi, I'm Jay.
And we are going to do a little LobsterCon recap.
Hell yeah.
Talk about the weekend, just go through it, whatever we can remember. We have no notes. We have...
No notes, but no bad beats either.
Yes, yeah, true. Nobody lost.
Nobody lost because we didn't play.
We only won.
True.
Spiritually.
Yeah.
So we'll just go through the week kind of, talk about how, day by day.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Wait,
cool.
do you guys remember LobsterCon?
Not really.
I remember a good amount.
Enough of it.
Yeah, I remember enough of it.
I will say that it was the most exhausting LobsterCon that I've been a part of yet for me. I just, didn't sleep.
Well, you also did, 24 hours of commentary over 2 days.
Yeah, literally napping in the booth at points.
True.
But yeah, I started not sleeping on
Wednesday
when we went out to Moogie's, and then every night after that was 4 hours of sleep and just right back to it. So it was absolutely exhausting, but it was so much fun.
It's kind of funny because if you hear other podcast episodes from players and the reports of LobsterCon or anything, they talk about how they can't sleep because they're so excited. That applies to organizers too. You also can't sleep, except it's kind of stress. That Wednesday, I was time to go to bed. Oh shit, I gotta remember this thing. Pull up my phone and write something down, and then I'm all right, go back to bed. Oh fuck, I gotta do this thing for Jay. I gotta bring this. All right, I gotta do this, and it's just you can't sleep.
It's that, and it's you're working all day, so when everything ends, you want to have fun, and you want to hang out with people and drink and shit. But it's already 10 p.m. or whatever, so you're just starting off so late.
Right.
And then, you just go till 1 in the morning and then have to go to bed and wake up and do it
You're
all
like,
over
oh,
again.
you have to be at the venue at 8 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be there
Fuck.
before everybody, make sure that everybody's good. Like, it's just, I don't know. This year just felt like so much.
Well, last year, what did you do?
Last year I got to play one of the days, so there was that too.
Right.
But anyways, let's start off with Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, Tuesday's just the...
Oh, we went to Pat's.
Yeah, Pat Sweet night,
Oh.
chilling, smoking, drinking, getting Pat Gosler registered somehow.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I was literally texting to rescue people who are just totally inept at registering for any events ever. And I was like, if you need help submitting a deck list, you have to come to Pat Sweet's house today, and I will help you do it.
Yeah.
And we still somehow fucked that up with some people.
Yeah. Classic. All the people that cause issues are all of our people.
Yeah, basically, the rescue
Indeed.
is the most problematic player base of our own events.
Do you remember what we ate that night? Because I don't. Again, no notes.
I'll go out on a limb and say pork sandwiches, but that's like kind of what we normally eat there.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
All right. Moving on. Wednesday, Moogies. Well, actually, we had to, go drive into...
We had our first heart attack of the weekend. Do you
Yeah.
remember what happened?
No.
We went to the camera rental shop, and Jay said, "Hey, my name's Jay,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm renting some cameras from you." And they're like, "We don't
Really?
see an order for you." And we're like, "Oh my fucking god, it's
Yeah.
already starting."
Yeah. And this is after fighting all of the 5 o'clock traffic or whatever to get out
Yeah.
to...
Driving through Concord.
Yeah, that was awful. Route 20, or is it Route 20?
No, that's Route 2.
Route 2, yeah. So that was shit, but then...
But they had it. They
Yeah.
had the order. We got
Yeah.
we got the cameras. We went to Moogies.
Yeah, we went to Moogies. That was a sweet-ass time. Lots of AAA being played. I do remember punting against Colin super hard. He cast a Necro against me when I had a Stormbind on the table. And it was like the first time that I had seen Necro basically ever in AAA. And I just
Really?
panicked and blew up my disc when I was 100% to win the game. And blew up my own Stormbind in the process after he had drawn
6 cards.
Yeah, and just totally punted the game. So, and then it turned out that he had a Necro in the ante, and it was heartbreaking. Yeah,
We had some sandwiches. We had some steak and cheese. We had some beers.
I had the XL steak and cheese for the first time, and that thing was mint.
Yeah,
That was a big sandwich.
we were starving. I remember
Yeah.
that. I played some Premodern. I played against Rich Shea. Lost to him this year.
Yeah,
But we had a good match overall. It was pretty close. And then played another gentleman I met on Goblins, and that was a good game too. I didn't play in AAA though.
yeah,
I dumpstered Phil Lorraine.
In
I
AAA?
was like 3-0 against him.
as one does.
Yeah.
It's Phil Lorraine. I mean, of
Exactly.
course.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Free wins.
So yeah, the Rochester dudes came out. Dave was there. Random. I mean, just kind of like the usual Boston showing.
Yeah.
Just a good time. I love the claw sharpening.
Yeah, I like the claw sharpening. The one thing I don't, and this isn't anybody's fault or anything, but I'm like, all right, this is my last chance to relax, right? But the whole time we're there, I feel like people are just like, dude, are you ready for tomorrow? I'm like, don't fucking remind me
Don't
of
talk to
tomorrow.
me.
I'm here
Right.
having a drink. I'm trying to play games. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Or as ready as I'm gonna be, right?
Yeah.
And so that was happening a lot, and I was kind of just like, oh fuck, that's tomorrow.
Yep. Yep. But overall, successful night. Pretty
Yeah.
big turnout, too. I mean, the whole back of the place was filled. We were there till late. I mean, we shut her down. Probably left around 10:30.
Yeah.
And
I guess so.
Yeah, went home and then had to pack and get all
You
my
guys
shit
had to
together.
pack, 'cause
yeah.
You guys wait until the last minute because
Yeah.
you're crazy.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, I think I packed in the morning.
Packs
Yeah.
ahead of time.
Not me.
I do every time.
Nick
'Cause
is the only responsible
every
one.
every time we go to a Magic tournament or something, you're like, oh fuck, I have to go home and pack, and it's like 11 p.m.
I
I'm like,
know.
stop! Why are you doing this to yourself, dude?
Because
Jay-
you can do it tomorrow.
True.
Jay had to go home and pack because Jay had to load his cart up with a bunch of stream stuff.
Yeah,
That's
true.
different.
No, but I also had to pack my suitcase still.
I'm trying to give you an out here, Jay.
No, I don't deserve it.
Yeah. So, and yeah, my car was already packed to the brim by this point. I had all the shirts, the mats, and then I had to add my suitcase. I literally had no extra room in my car, and there was only me and Nick Pin that drove out.
Oh yeah, Jay and I had we had to stuff your printer, which didn't end up working.
Yeah.
The printer that we brought, and like we were like full to the brim in Jay's car, and I got to his place, and I was like, oh yeah, we put the printer in. It was literally like, when we open this, we have to catch this printer because it's gonna fall out the second we open this trunk. It was so packed, it was crazy.
Yeah, one of the reasons that I have no desire to move it out of Massachusetts personally is the amount of shit that we have to haul out to Boston, and just thinking about bringing that down to Pittsburgh or something like that is just like, no thank you.
Oh, true, that's a good point.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. So anyways, moving on to Thursday?
Yep, Thursday.
Thursday, okay. Yeah, I was a little late.
You were a little late. Jay and I got to the venue around 11 a.m. Shane did too. Like, and we that's when we began setting up. Ben came through and helped set up too. And like major shout outs to Red Line Tree Folk, Mariska, Ian, Linus came out. They were slinging tables with Shane. Shane was helping coordinate all that. And too many Rochester Royals to name, but Colin and Joe and Alex and Eric and all of them helped do badges and lanyards and all that. And then, of course, the OST guys came out to stamp some of their cards for the next day, like Andy and Bill Ellis and Chris. I can't remember. Chris Juttermang. I know that's his Discord handle.
Okay.
I remember him.
Yeah. Who actually moved all the damn tables?
Mostly me. The tree folk. Tree folk were great.
Every time I looked up, fucking Ian Adams had his work gloves on, and he was hauling shit.
Mariska and Linus as well. They were hauling. We set up all the tables.
You worked with the judges to figure out table numbers.
Yeah, we worked with the judges. I actually had photos on my phone of last year's LobsterCon. So I just kind of tried to line it up. Didn't work exactly right, but we ended up getting enough tables in, so it was fine.
Yeah.
The Royals were great as well. They helped move things. I don't remember everyone's name, but sorry.
There was a shit ton of them.
There were.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got it all up, coordinated really quick. I think we had it done in like an hour this year.
That's crazy.
It went up really fast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember looking up from setting up the stream and being like, holy shit, they already got everything up.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, so thanks everyone who helped set up, because that made our Thursday a lot easier. Because last year, we took like 6 hours to set up, and it was a fucking nightmare. It took all day. It was terrible.
Right. Yeah, that was definitely a village moment where I showed up and I was like, damn, everybody turned out. And
like everyone was in good spirits too, because like halfway through it was like, oh no, the tables aren't lined up. We need to shift everything a couple of feet. And everyone was pretty cool about it.
Yeah.
Redoing everything from the bottom, no attitudes. Actually great attitudes from everybody, so I was really appreciative. And I took like 4-dimensional photos like from every angle, so next year when we set up, if we were to ever go back to the Dante, I know exactly where everything goes.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have that. Yeah, because we got there, people started being like, Nick, where do you put the tables? I'm like, I don't really remember like how far it is from the stage, or like how far it is from the artist table, and like.
So I just start running through my camera roll, trying to go back
like,
a full year to
have?
find LobsterCon. I'm like, all right, I think it's here, and here. And
that was definitely one of the things that, like, last year being the first year that we ran it, and I think overall last year went really smoothly for being our first year running it and everything. But like, we didn't do. Like, just in the midst of everything, we didn't document, like, everything that we did.
No, we didn't.
And which is a tough thing to do when you're trying to do something for the first time, to also be like, oh, I need to remember how to do it in the future. But I think we did a better job this year of, like, just trying to make sure that, like, as we went along, like, hey, let's write some of this shit down.
Good.
Just to remember.
Because I didn't.
We basically had no hiccups this year. Except for we sort of forgot the battery on one of our cameras.
I had a hiccup because I looked at a cable when I was packing everything into my car and went, I don't know what this cable is. Like, this doesn't plug into anything relevant. And then when we got to the Dante and I was setting up one of the cameras, I was like, the battery, the dummy battery that we have has a power connector. I don't recognize this, or I do recognize this cable. It's
on my desk at home.
Yeah, it's the cable that I threw into the corner.
Yeah.
So yeah, I ended up having to drive back home.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he had to stay back in Sutton. Yeah.
So rough.
Yeah, so I had a bit of a drive that night, but it was nice though, because I guess we could kind of transition into little flat tops. Because I did get to swing.
There was things before.
Oh, was there things before? All right, what else?
Before.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm jumping ahead.
was I the only one at Pandemonium?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was setting up.
Yeah,
for
I
fun.
signed up. I signed up for it, but there was just no way. And then we had to do. Well, you go ahead. You can speak to Pandemonium a little bit.
Yeah, Pandemonium was awesome. Hosted by the Red Line Tree folk at Pandemonium. It was basically a single elimination, not on paper. Like, you get to keep playing after you lost, but you weren't eligible for any prizing at that point. Premodern event, and I was super stoked to play in it because it was basically my only opportunity to play Premodern the whole weekend.
Right.
So, I sat down with it. I registered Sly. I may have not been sober for the entire event. Had an absolute fantastic time. I don't remember my opponent's names, but you were all awesome. I remember the round that I lost in 3 to replenish. My opponent played absolutely brilliantly, and I took an inappropriate amount of time tanking, where if they had called me out on it, I would have apologized.
Yeah.
But they let me think through my line and end up winning that game, and then just getting completely stomped game 3.
Yeah.
And, played 3 rounds of Magic the whole weekend, and it was absolutely fantastic.
Hell yeah. What'd you play?
Oh, I played Sly.
Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah, standard Sly with Urza's Bauble, 2 Vortex, 4 Ball Lightning, like the really standard Sly list that you saw in Premodern in like 2022. That really classic vibe. It does great. I think that's where most people should be with Sly. The extra 2 drops help in certain matches and then hinder in others. I think it's best to just go in with that very generic Sly list and have a wider range against the meta. When you start to do things like adding more 2 drops and improves your matchups against certain decks and weakens it against others. So for that event, I just wanted something very generic, except for I added 4 Havoc to the sideboard.
Yeah. Hell
sick.
yeah.
Which were absolutely crucial. Like, I played against Enchantress one round and resolved 2 Havocs, and they're like, wait, I can't seal cleansing this. It cost me 4 life to seal, and that gets rid of 1 Havoc. And then I still need to cast a Wave or a Replenish in order to win this game after that. So they were like, oh wait, I'm at like 8 life, so I've actually locked myself out.
That's
Dude.
so funny.
We need to buy all the Havocs before this comes out, right?
I made sure to get my 4 signed at LobsterCon,
Nice.
because I believe it was...
Is that Darren?
Don't I still have some of yours?
you do still have them. I actually
Okay.
bought 4 from TOA.
Okay.
Just so I could get them signed
Nice.
and loan a set to you.
Yeah. Nice. Hell yeah.
So I did on-site
Sick.
pickup from TOA just to have an extra set so I could get them signed and still loan you them.
That's mint. TOA rules.
TOA does rule. Shout out to TOA.
Was it so crowded in that place? Because it's a pretty small venue.
Yeah, it was crowded. It was pretty warm.
Yeah.
But, you got to see all the familiar faces, got to introduce yourself to everyone else. Like, I'm part of the crew, but I'm not definitely the face of the crew. So, like,
Yeah.
some people know me, some people don't. But, like, when I put out the play mat, they're like, oh, you're dress crew. Hi, I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Shane. And, we kind of go from there. But everyone's friendly. I had a great time, played great matches, and thankful to Red Line Tree folk for putting on the event.
Yeah, for real. I think that's a really sweet thing that we've added to LobsterCon, because people coming in and they want to play Magic, or even in our case, like, we're organizers, and yeah, not all of us got to play, but you got to play at least, right? And it's
Yeah.
like, it's really sweet, like, side event, and a great way to kick off the weekend.
Yeah. So
Meanwhile,
us on the flip side went from the Dante back to the Airbnb real quick. I somehow got pick 2 king-size bed with a private bathroom, even though I was like the second or third person in the Airbnb. That was mint. Super nice.
Also, king-size bed, private bathroom, offer to split, no one joined.
You had it to yourself the whole weekend?
Yes.
Wow.
Whole weekend, was it 3 nights, 4 nights?
Yeah.
All 3 nights by myself. Literal master bathroom with a walk-in closet leading to the bathroom.
yeah,
It was nice. I walked through that at one point. It was nice.
I'm sure there was more than one master word going on during the weekend in that room.
well, Ben and I were some of the first people there, and we just saw the first king bed. We're just taking that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, why didn't you take the one with the private bathroom? And I was like, I didn't even, like,
Yeah.
I just saw a bed and just, like, threw my bag on it.
No takesies backsies.
Nope.
Thanks, guys.
Well, so you were also, though, relegated to the... So we had a 2-floor Airbnb this year.
We had a little
and
system.
We relegated the snorers to the first floor. So...
I only snore when I'm not sober.
And that's all of
Oh.
LobsterCon.
Yeah, I say, yeah. For me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sick. Yeah, so we scooch into the Airbnb real quick, get initiated, take a shower, and then
we all took a shower.
Yeah.
Brad and I showered together in the double shower.
Don't quite remember that part.
And then Nick and I, because you were still setting up all night.
I was at the Dante.
Yeah. Nick and I did the artist dinner, which is the first time that we've done that. So we went out to dinner with Darren Bader, Donato Giancola, and Michael Sutphin.
I think I left before Mike got there.
Oh, yeah. He was running late.
His flight was delayed or whatever.
Yeah.
And on our side, we also had DFB and Andy Levine joined us.
Right, because Andy Levine is friends with Donato.
Yeah.
So we wanted to have somebody there that, could just kind of bridge that. But that was really cool. That was something different that we haven't done before. It was really cool just hanging out and hearing stories about their past with Magic.
Dude, the stories were the best.
Yeah.
Is there any you can share?
Yes, dude. I've been telling people, I told people this all the entire weekend because I thought this was so fucking funny. So, Darren, it seems like Darren and Donato, had known each other, even before,
Sutphin, too. So Sutphin and Bader knew each other, and then Darren
and Donato knew each other. And Darren kind of, it was either Donato asked Darren or Darren asked Donato. One of them asked each other. They said, or maybe someone asked one of them, was there any magic art that you ever just kind of, phoned in? Was there commissioned you for something and you just, didn't put your best foot forward on it or, whatever?
Yeah.
And Darren's oh, yeah. We're oh, what card was that? He goes, Oath of Druids.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, we're what? He goes, yeah, don't look at the people's faces. It's really bad.
I have looked at the faces. I'm this is totally
fine.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so funny that he just thought, he's yeah, I phoned in Oath of Druids. And it's, such an iconic, piece of art. Yeah. And then on the flip side, Donato was oh, yeah, I phoned one in, too. We're what'd you phone in? He's oh, yeah, Chrome Mox.
Yeah.
And we're what? Yeah. That's, your most recognizable card. But he told us the story about how he had, Wizards had commissioned him for a necklace for Chrome Mox, and he had his wife model it, and she had a necklace, and the original art was a neck with the necklace. But when he sent it to Wizards, they said, actually, yeah, can we just have the necklace and no neck? So he did the Chrome Mox that we all know and love. He did that in one day.
Yeah.
And just was here you go.
Yeah, he was fuck you.
He's basically whatever. I worked so hard in the first whatever original art is that's now gone.
Yeah.
And apparently phoned in Chrome Mox, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah,
Chrome Mox looks amazing. You can see the reflection in the Mox.
Right, the art is still amazing.
Fantastic.
He said he did that in one day.
Yeah.
Insane.
He said he just was all right, fine, I'll just redo it and just did the second version.
I'm pretty sure this has always been the case, at least for as long as I have known. But WotC, when they commission pieces from artists, they don't give that. They give them a very specific amount of instructions. So the artists never know the rarity of the card. They don't know the power level.
Yeah.
So the cards that are staples or that go on to become staples aren't there's a very good chance that the artist is putting in a ton of work on something that's just going to be draft chaff or a totally a format staple.
I can't remember which artist I was speaking to at a GP. That's mostly true, but they know the big names now. So, if they get a piece that's a Mox, they know that a Mox is important.
Yeah.
Or if they get, Jace, they know that their Jace piece is going to be important.
Yeah. Jace Battlerin. Super important.
Yeah. Remember, you said say destroy target Jace the Mind Sculptor.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah.
But, it was great hanging out with them and just listening to Donato just go off about Wizards of the Coast is just a great time every time. I love that dude.
Hanging out with them was awesome. They were really.
That was right when I don't know if you guys talked about it at all, but that was the day or the night that the whole Dan Frazier
with the One Ring
thing with the One Ring
that happened
popped off
after dinner.
Yeah, because I think it was the day before, but I know Donato was posting on Facebook about it that night or whatever.
Yeah. It was after dinner that night. He was going off about it. Yeah.
So dinner was cool. I had to jet early because I had to get over to
Flat top.
tops to flat. So we had a smaller event for some folks to come by at Flat Top Johnny's. It's our friend's bar, basically right across the street from the hotel block. Where we just invited folks to come play AAA and Premodern and get beers or whatever for folks who didn't get into the Pandemonium side event, which I thought was a pretty sick time.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was so sick. Yeah.
I was wondering what people's vibe on that was because Kevin didn't really do the best job at reserving space for us.
No,
so
he
we
didn't.
kind of had to
But there was ample seating outside, and it was a beautiful night.
It was such a nice
and
night.
it was just really cool, hanging out with everybody and just drinking beers and just chilling. No expectations, no tournament, just hanging and having that social hour.
Exactly. It's good to have a social hour that isn't Magic.
Yeah.
Or Magic centric. I'm going here to play. It's I'm just going here and have a beer and just hang out with my friends. You know? So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it worked out really well.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a ton of familiar faces and a ton of people that I wanted to talk to and hang out to, and I played a bunch of AAA. Met people for the first time or saw people for the first time
Some
again
of the
since
artists came
last
by
year.
too, right? Darren and Mike came by. I don't think Donato. Did Donato go too?
Donato was there for a little bit, and then I think that him and Bader split kind of early because Michael had gotten there later.
Right.
So Sutphin was just hanging out outside. I was hanging out with him, and he got a steak and cheese, and we were just kind of shooting the shit for a while. Talking about his past with all the cool shit that he's done.
Mike Sutphin of Charles Bronson fame.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Power Violence Legends.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy story.
Yeah, so Michael Sutphin was in this band Charles Bronson in the 90s. Super popular band if you're in that scene. There was tons of people that I told about it, and they were dude, holy shit, no fucking way. And
Yeah, dude. That blew my mind.
I think that he knew Rob.
Yeah,
him and Rob had toured together back in the day.
Rob went up to him and was like, yeah, we've toured together. And Coyle went up to him because Coyle's band, I don't know if it was his band Squirm, but one of Coyle's bands had a release on Sutphin's, the same label as him.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So,
Yeah.
it's just crazy small world.
And Charles Bronson's big album was Youth Attack. When I was a kid, Youth Attack was the band that I would always get hyped to see down at the Tatnick Legion.
Oh, yeah.
And shit like that. So
QVCC.
yeah, exactly. So it was just such a crazy small world moment. I used to go to Dollar Video in Tatnick Square, and the dudes working there would tell me about the shows that were coming up, and Youth Attack was always on the bill. Chris Berg was in Youth Attack, who's now in High Command, and other dudes that I'm still friends with. Some of us are still friends with. So
Yeah.
that was a really cool small world moment right there. And yeah, he just had cool stories about that. He did a lot of artwork for different skate brands, DC.
Enjoy, maybe.
Yeah, is it Flipside or Flip? One of those two?
I think it's just Flip.
Yeah, he did work for them. He's collaborated with Dinosaur Jr. on music as well, and just other projects. And
So sick.
yeah, just a very... all the artists were just so cool this year. So chill. And
hanging out with all of them was so sick.
Yeah. Yep. And Thursday Night Ruled. That was probably the peak of the weekend for me about... I don't know. It's hard to say, but that was just a really good night, right? No work.
Yeah.
No stress. Just
That was
good hangs.
The big thing for me is even when I go to play Magic or whatever, even if it's casual or whatever, I know if I went to Pandemonium, I still would have had that part of in the back of my mind that feels the need to be kind of turned on, switched on and turned and fully engaged.
Right.
And I just because I was setting up all night at the Dante, and then knew I had to drive back an hour home to find the cable that I left at home. But I was all right, you know what? So originally I was going to drive back home and then drive back out. And I was that's ridiculous. I'm just going to get everything set up as much as I can, go to Flat Top Johnny's, hang out there for a little while, drive home, sleep at home, and then come back in the morning with the stuff I need. And that worked out perfectly. So I was able to swing by, hung out for, had a couple of beers, and just was able to just turn my brain off.
Yeah.
Just the only time really the whole weekend where I was actually able to just fully relax. And it was nice. It was really, really nice to just be I'm not really I'm not playing any Magic. I'm not worrying about anything. I'm not trying to like make sure I'm paying attention to anything. Just enjoy, hang out, see people, laugh, smile, drink beer.
Watch all the sick AAA games.
Oh yeah, dude! Watch Phil Lorraine smear ketchup all over.
Over
Yeah.
Mountain, dude. That was so sick versus Cody.
Lit it on fire and then like smeared it with ketchup.
Put mayo and ketchup on it. Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but like as organizers, it's kind of nice. You get to this like almost like I don't want to say nirvana moment, but where you just like you're like no matter what I do, I don't have time to prep anymore. I don't have time to worry anymore.
True.
Like.
Exactly.
Whereas prepped as we're gonna be, and you just get to shut your brain off and just be like, I'm just gonna go into the next day, just like and deal with shit as you deal with shit.
Yeah.
Because you can't handle everything in advance, and Five Top Strongings was great because you're just like, I'm just gonna have a couple beers, hang out with people. Kess was making like those sick pins for donations.
Yeah.
She raised, I think it was like $90 alone just off pins. Like people are just coming up to me all night like, here's $5. I got a pin from Clara. She had her pin press machine. Like everyone in the bar was like, "What the fuck? What's going on over there?" And she made, she made
Such
all
a
these
good
sick
idea.
pins. Yeah, that was a really good idea on her part, and those came out really cool. I saw my guy's cradle pin. So
nice.
Yeah, I got to Flat Tops way later than everyone else because I walked there from Pandemonium. So I got there probably like 10:30 or something, and as soon as I walk in, like I'm watching the bar, and like it's 75% of people I just recognize.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, we just kind of took over this entire establishment.
Yeah,
So like I'm walking in to like start talking to people, and like Clara pulls me aside. She's like, "Oh, buttons, you gotta have one."
Yeah.
She's like, "Pick one," and I'm like, "Well, do you have duress?"
Yeah.
She like rifles through the paper. She's like, "Yes, I got one right here." I'm like, "Awesome, thank you." And then talk to countless people. Saw Redline Tree Folk. We saw Order of Sacred Torch.
Impulse Crew.
We saw Impulse Crew.
Squeeze House of Pizza.
Squeeze House. I don't know if I saw anyone from Squeeze, but they're probably there. I got there later, so I may miss them.
The Grinders were there.
Zoo Crew, Grinders.
Yeah.
Some of the Midwest guys that had flown out.
East Bay Punks.
East Bay Punks were there.
Yeah.
We got to meet our graphic designer Cody for the first time.
Yeah, I finally got to meet Cody in person, which was awesome.
We had great games at AAA.
Cody's like my number one. Like Discord comes out with the stats every year. And Cody's always like my number one most DM'd person. Basically, it's like I talk to him all the fucking time. I never got to meet him in person, so it was awesome to finally get him down here to play and hang out.
Yeah, got to see Emmanuel from Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
You got hooked up.
I got a bunch of sick swag from him. The hoodie from his scene out there with the Masticore on the back, and I also got some merch from his band Living End, which is super sick. Yeah, like a nice windbreaker and a t-shirt. So yeah, that night
he gave me some sick squirrel tokens.
Yeah, he was just handing out shit. Yeah, that night ruled. And yeah, so from there we went back to the Airbnb. It was pretty bumping there. Like everybody that wasn't at the bar was at the Airbnb, like, I don't know, smoking, drinking, hanging out, playing more Magic. I think we were up pretty late that night.
Yeah, I didn't go to bed till probably like 1, I think.
At least, like 1:30. And then it was on to the main event.
Yeah, and Friday morning, woke up at like fucking 7 with Ben. Ben and I woke up early and walked over with Shane.
Oh, you woke up early.
Yeah.
You woke up early. I woke up at like fucking 5 a.m.
Whose fucking fault was that, Jay?
Yeah, it was my fault.
I was also up at 5 a.m.,
Yeah.
but the only person on my floor up. Everyone else is still snoring, so...
As they do. They do. I picked up Billy in Worcester. Billy had felt a little under the weather the day before, and smartly was like, I'm going to not come in and then get everybody else sick and feel like shit and then have to go home. So I'm going to which was a very good decision on his part. It was like, I'm just going to take an extra day, assess, make sure I feel good before coming
Yeah, because
out.
he didn't hang out Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Yeah.
Because he was at home. We were like, stay home, take vitamin C, drink a shit ton of water. We'll see and orange juice and shit. We'll see you Friday. Game time decision.
Right. And he was like, I feel good. So I picked him up in Worcester and drove us in Friday morning.
We got down to the venue and started getting all that shit set up, which I think Friday morning is probably the most chaotic part because you're trying to like get check-in set up. You're trying to tell people how to check in. Your TO's dealing with like various like my deck didn't submit or like my app's not working kind of shit. This year we did the proxies for all the side events, so there was a lot of like we had to have a separate line to go do that. So you have to get all that stuff running, and that's definitely the most chaos. I would say from like 7:30 or 8 a.m. Friday morning to like basically round one is like the real crazy crunch time.
Yeah. Getting artists checked in and everything too.
Right, you're trying to get artists set up. You're doing all you're finalizing everything basically. And I just think like as a like pretext to the rest of the episode, I feel like this year ran really fucking well.
It seemed that way. Yeah, the line seemed to go wicked fast. Like there was never a super long line from what I could tell.
I think we had the right people in the right places this year.
Right.
Like we had Dan and Liam at the desk handing out badges, went super smoothly, checked off the names, no errors, great job. We had Jared running the door. We had Trent assisting. I was handling like the registration errors and the late registrations and such. Anything that was an issue I was taking care of. So I think we just had the right people in the right place this year. And since we had done it last year, we knew what the issues were going to be.
Yeah, right. So the last year's, I think one of the main lessons from last year was I tried to like TO and do what at the time was like an unknown role to us, but is now a known role, which is we're calling event organizer, which is kind of like the person that's going around and putting out fires, handling things, like helping people get around, like whatever, helping artists out, whatever. Last year I was trying to do both, and that's really hard to do both.
Ultimately, I think the best way to put it is that like, and something I think people kind of conflate is like there's LobsterCon and then there's North American Premodern Champs.
Right.
And like North American Premodern Champs is the tournament that is at LobsterCon.
Yeah.
And so like this year we smartly decided to have Shane run North American Premodern Champs while Nick stayed in charge of LobsterCon at writ large. So realizing that like the same person can't organize and run both the tournament and the event, I think that was a big kind of breakthrough moment.
Yeah, and I guess before we get into the true specifics of day one and how everything ran, just like seriously, like major shout out to you, Shane, because like
Shane is the MVP of
most
LobsterCon.
TOs don't run events larger than like 100 people, and you're just like, yeah, I'll just run this 317 person event while also choosing feature matches and like helping manage the stream.
Yeah.
And that's not easy.
It's like 3 jobs.
Did you think it? What was your experience with it?
First off, thank you. Secondly, it was a lot of fun. Was it busy and chaotic? Absolutely. Yeah. But it was just fun, vibing with the community, talking to the players, talking to our judges, watching. I got the best seat in the house for the feature matches.
Hell yeah.
So I got to watch the best pre-modern players in the world, like firsthand, which was awesome. But chaotic, busy, absolutely. But it was just kind of invigorating to be in all of it and, just be in the midst of it. So it went by quickly.
It makes the day go by real quick.
Oh, it does. It went by quickly. I enjoyed it. Tons of people came up and just, came up to the stage just to say hi. Just to say that they appreciate what we're doing and such. So I wanted to say, thank you to all those people. But was it stressful? Not really, just because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You get to drink on the job. Yeah, crazy.
I did not have my first drink until like round 5.
Responsible.
Yeah. Once you get to that point where it's like everything's going smoothly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, once you get to like round 2 or 3, I feel like you're just like,
you can take a breath.
Like I can just like
and people were offering me drinks like the whole time and I was like, not yet, thank you.
Yeah.
You know what, I should have given you the tech. You know what the tech is?
What's the tech?
The tech is if it's too early and you don't want to drink, you say, I won't take a drink, but I would take some raffle tickets. Because sometimes people will buy you like 5 raffle tickets or something and you just
don't let Billy hear you.
Billy's like rubbing his hands together. He's like, let's go, more tickets for sale.
Right. So one of the questions that was asked on the pre-modcast, because I just listened to that today, their recap, but what did you guys think of the vibe this year?
It felt the same to me.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my third LobsterCon, first one on the organizer side, and it was amazing. I played Zero Magic the entire event, and it was the best LobsterCon I've had.
Sick.
Yeah, no, the vibes I thought felt fantastic. I think I didn't know. I guess I didn't notice that really any change from year to year.
Yeah.
I don't know if some people thought there was a vibe change or anything. I hope not. I think that our goal in running LobsterCon has been to maintain the vibes of the tournament as best we can, and I think we did a good job of that.
Dude, the craziest thing I found, so I was trying to figure out what I could be doing, and I found what was actually helpful was I would just walk around and just literally ask people how you good, you need anything, what's up, any complaints, whatever. There were so many people. It was their first LobsterCon.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did you get, how'd you
get in?
The event it sold out 90 seconds. These people were ready, So I was really, wow, that's awesome. So many first timers. They all had great feedback from what I could tell.
Yeah. I definitely had that moment where I was looking around and I was like, damn, all 300 whatever of these people registered in the first fucking 60 seconds.
Yeah,
90 seconds.
Absolutely crazy to think that all of these people were just there and ready at that time.
Spamming that button.
When round one started and everything kind of settled down for that initial second when everyone's playing their match, I kind of stood up and looked around. I was like, we actually did good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is going.
Yeah. I think that the vibe was fantastic this year. I mean, I had a super great time. Obviously, it's different for me going from LobsterCon to LobsterCon because, now we're running it. We're not just there hanging out. So there's definitely that. There was definitely a lot of new faces. I could definitely tell that there was less graybeards. There was a lot of faces that weren't there, but that didn't do anything to the detriment of it. And I mean, part of it felt like a big New England party almost. It's just everybody from New England had a Spice Rack account and knew that they needed to be on top of registering, right? So anybody that had a Spice Rack account already with all their payment shit set up had kind of a leg up a little bit, not intentionally, obviously.
No, but they've our regional sell in 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, exactly. So it really felt like everybody from New England was there for the most part, and that was sick.
Right.
That was really nice.
Friday was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought this is the first time we did the 2-day structure. We're trying that out this year.
Yep. Nothing but good feedback.
I think we've got nothing but good feedback on that.
I was really happy with it. As kind of definitely that was something I pushed for a lot, and I was really happy with it.
Yeah.
I think it went really well.
So we spoke to Nick's role. We've spoken to Shane's role, Jay.
Yeah. So
trapped in a tower.
Friday morning, I got in with Billy and kind of immediately was scrambling around trying to set up the couple of things that I hadn't the night before. And
what were you doing, Jay? For the people that don't know.
So I was running the stream, and it overall we had a couple of issues with power and stuff, and just a couple of camera issues round one that got settled out pretty quickly. But absolutely huge shout outs to obviously Shane, as he mentioned, was doing a bunch of work for the stream while also TOing, which was incredible. Also Ben was fucking my right hand man the entire weekend. And just could not have done it without him. It was so easy to just be this is broken, I don't know what to do, and he's just don't worry, I got it. And and I didn't have to worry because it did, just being able to have people that you can rely on is so fucking clutch. Also,
Trent too, right?
Yeah, Trent as well. There was definitely a bunch of stuff that I was I need this done. He was on it, boss. And I got to say, huge shout out to the commentators. Commentary this year was so peak. It was absolutely amazing. Carl Winter, Devin O'Donnell, Jeremy, and Brad, of course. The four of them were just all volunteered to put in, back-to-back 12-hour days, basically, of just yapping nonstop. And it was I mean, like we've done these, these larger streams now, and they're a ton of fun. But I think that commentary can really make or break a stream, and I mean, absolutely no shade to anybody who's ever done commentary before us. It's always amazing, but this LobsterCon set like a new bar because it was just.
Yeah, it was handpicked.
It was
handpicked.
It wasn't just like, oh, I guess I don't have any commentators. I guess I'm gonna do commentary or whatever.
right.
Which is I do it when I have to, but like it's never preferred.
Yeah,
This was,
and there was no rotation.
Yep.
So it's like I'm with Jeremy the entire weekend. You start to get that chemistry with the person that you're with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I knew, like a serious shout out because I knew you guys were working hard, but I didn't realize like how hard you were working because I remember I had to, I have to go up to the booth for whatever reason throughout the day, like get you something or get Brad something or whatever. And I opened the door, and Jeremy's just on the floor sleeping while you guys are doing commentary. And you're like, yeah, we all been taking naps up here, like on the floor because
we're so exhausted.
We're just all getting so tired from doing commentary. So it's just like seriously, like commentary is not easy work, guys. To talk for that long and think that long, and literally, no exaggeration, they were taking naps on the floor.
Yeah.
So
plus lack of sleep and everything too. Like the
Right.
weekend is just exhausting, and you're just so tired up there that you're just like, I'm just gonna hit a nap right now. Like I need it.
Yeah, but you guys, all of commentary just like absolutely left everything out there and just put so much work in, and it was phenomenal. So they really made the weekend for me. And they made it super easy. It was super easy to run everything. I can't really think of that many things that broke. So it was pretty smooth.
It was very smooth. You hit your goal of 1,000 viewers.
True.
Yeah, we broke that cap.
We finally broke 1,000 viewers.
Yep, we broke last year's. And we the second day we were like very consistently at like 1,200 or 1,300 viewers I think the whole time, and it was chat was popping. Shout outs to shouts to everybody that was hanging out in chat, but big shout out to Robin who was hanging out both days, and I ended up throwing him a mod hammer.
Nice.
And I was just like, hey, you don't have to, but like, if you want to hit some people with the band hammer, like I fully trust you.
Yeah.
And he did. He was actively moderating the chat, and I was like, I didn't he didn't have to do that.
No, he didn't need to.
So huge shout out to you, Robin.
Thanks, Robin.
Really appreciated that.
Miss Robin.
Miss Robin too.
Yeah.
For real.
I don't know Robin.
You don't know Robin?
I might be new. I am like the newest member of the direct crew in this room right now.
Yeah, Robin is an old head.
Yeah. He's one of the mods of the Premodern Discord.
The main one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But really, really tall guy. Lives out in Chicago, right?
Yeah, he lives in Chicago. He's from Sweden.
Yeah.
He was at the first 2 LobsterCons that we went to.
I don't
he was
think
at 23.
he might have had 24 too.
Maybe.
But
I've only done 24, 25, 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and just like while we're going through it too, on Friday, like getting through the chaos of setting up and everything, like shout outs to Bryce, our homie Bryce Bernard, and of course DFB himself, who not only without DFB wouldn't have LobsterCon, but DFB was slinging merch for us. Bryce was slinging merch for us. Rob helped out in that space a little bit too, helping distribute. Also helped and distribute pizza and lobster rolls and all that shit, and like that stuff really helps the event go.
Liam helped too, right?
Yeah, Liam helped kind of wherever. Liam and Dan all were largely just like, put me in, coach.
Yeah,
like, wherever.
anything you need.
So huge shout outs to all you guys to help, because it wouldn't be nearly as smooth as it went without the amount of people we had helping.
No, it's a village thing, man.
Yeah,
it really
for real.
is. This year just like really drove it home, just like how much it takes a village for all this shit to come together and to actually happen.
So we're obviously not going to do like a tournament report because none of us fucking played.
Right. Yeah.
But on so like, I guess the only other thing I would really say, not much else on Friday, right? Like,
yeah, I mean the tournament was very exciting. Like I was up in the booth, obviously watching it go round by round, and it was just really exciting as it started getting to the later rounds. People were having win-ins on stream, and like, you know, you're seeing the standings, who's actually performing well, what decks are putting up results. It was really cool this year seeing the metagame breakdown off the bat and then comparing that to how those decks were doing.
Yep, having the day 2 meta as well.
Yeah.
As an organizer, seeing the story unfold is like really cool.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, like, oh, this player's doing really well, or like, oh my god, this guy's who played what's his name? Played Battlewitz.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, so I wanted to talk
Mickey.
about that.
Yes.
Yeah, Mickey.
I want to talk about that as well.
I wanted to just glaze myself a little bit that when we had a Battlewitz player on stream, and like one of the things obviously that I like had built for the stream was having like the deck overlay. Oh my god, yeah, dude. And the fact that my deck overlay actually like managed to handle a 250 card deck and like
not crash.
Not crash, and like it obviously looked scuffed as all hell, but like it was it still displayed the whole deck, and I thought that was so funny. So yeah, that was awesome.
So Jay also, in his infinite brilliance, created a program within Spice Rack that analyzes and categorizes all the decks.
Oh yeah, yep.
And it categorized the decks accurately, roughly 90-95% of the time.
I forgot about this. Yep.
And then every once in a while, someone would have something a little bit spicy, so it would miscategorize the deck and say there's a conflict because it looks like HFEB and Angry Hermit.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of manually go through and adjust it. And there was, 20, 30 decks that had conflicts. There was 2 or 3 that had 2 conflicts. And then Battle of the Wits, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was a 5 conflict deck or something, right?
I think it was 7, actually. 7 conflicts, and it could not identify the list.
Like, this could be anything.
Yeah, because basically it was, the program was just like looking for key cards from specific archetypes. And it would be like, oh, I see key cards from this archetype, but I also see key cards from this archetype, and so I'm not sure which to categorize it as. So I'm just gonna like throw a flag and list it for manual review. And yeah, the fact that it was like, well, I see like 6 different decks here because there's 250 cards.
So funny.
But yeah, we had to have him on stream.
Of course.
Throughout the weekend, I tried to do my best of balancing, getting Spice on stream.
Oh, you did such a good job.
Prominent players on stream.
Yeah.
And getting winning players on stream. And it was kind of a challenge trying to get it all mixed in. But I think we ended up delivering a great product where we had varied and interesting matches. And
yeah, it was so good. It was insane how good it was.
Yeah, I thought the feature match selection was really good this year.
Yeah. It's always... Feature match selection is like one of the hardest things.
It's really hard.
It's just like, I mean, first off, no matter what you do, somebody in Twitch chat's going to be mad.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be like, I hate this deck.
There's nothing you can do about that.
Absolutely nothing you can do about that. But it's just like, you want to keep things varied, but also feature players, but also, there's so many things that you have to factor into what is essentially a split-second decision because you do not have a very long time.
I get roughly 60 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. You have to look through a bunch of
decide the feature matches, 2 of them, and then to decide the backups in case any of them decline.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you have to look through all 150-ish pairings, decide them within 60 seconds, then invite them up on the stage and have them ready to go so the commentary team doesn't have too long of a wait.
Yeah.
So you have maybe 2 minutes for the whole process.
It's insane.
Yeah. It's a little tricky, and then you have to use the mic to get them, and if someone's in the bathroom, then you don't know where one of the opponents is. There's a whole bunch of shit to it. But
did a phenomenal job there.
I thought it was really great. The stream came out amazing.
Yeah. So
I would say for go to Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Was there anything else on? What did we do Friday night? We didn't go to the bar, right?
I didn't go to the bar.
I think we all went and ate a lot of Chinese food.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, so my brother came out.
Oh, he came out.
And this is wicked funny because nobody knows I have a brother because he doesn't play Magic. So all these people were like minds blown because they're like, "Who is this person that looks just like Nick here?" And what is he doing? I remember one point. Ryan was like, what can I do? And we were trying to give him some small things to do to help. And you had to step off stage or something,
yes.
Shane. And you were like, Ryan had his duress crew crew neck on. And Shane said, Ryan told me the story, this is secondhand, but Ryan said, Shane told me, I know you don't know what you're doing, but just stand here and look important.
That is quote for quote exactly what I said.
I love that.
Important job.
And Ryan was like, "Cool, I'll just stand on stage and look important."
Yeah,
But he nailed it.
I had to
But yeah.
run to the bathroom, and I was like, just stand here and look important. If anyone's looking for me, I'll be back eventually.
Just say Shane will be back soon. And so my brother came out. He was checking it out. He was like, "Holy shit, this is fucking crazy." And we went back to the Airbnb, and him and I ordered some burgers, and we had some burgers at fucking like midnight or something.
What'd you guys end up with again?
We got
Whataburger?
no oh god, what's the name of the fucking place in Boston? It's not
Because I know that he was like craving specifically
Yeah,
like
I
Whataburger
know.
or something like
he would be
that.
Boston Burger Company?
no, he would be so disappointed that I don't remember the name of this fucking place. I'm gonna remember it after this episode.
He was like talking about it all night.
It's a
like,
local
before we
it's a
got
local
home.
chain in Boston, and they're really good. It's like really good quality, like burgers and shakes and shit like that. But I can't.
McDonald's.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, it was McDonald's. No, and I don't.
Official sponsor of the podcast.
I don't remember what it was, but we got burgers, and someone ordered Chinese food.
Yeah, there was everybody ordered everything.
Shane was up until like 1 a.m. punching in deck lists for the
yeah,
mock
so-
field.
So yeah, I promised that I would have all the deck lists. So we did, spoiler alert, we did public deck lists for day 2. That was so that people that played on feature match day 1 weren't punished for divulging information.
Right.
So I said I would have all the feature matches, all the deck lists up by midnight. Didn't happen by midnight.
Yeah.
Because Spice Rack and Moxville were being uncooperative, so I needed to kind of manually enter most of them. So I literally, from when the pairings ended to when the finally got posted at like 12:15, manually entered all. How many people made day 2?
75 or something.
75
Damn.
deck lists
I didn't know that.
to make sure that all of them were
Oh my
present.
god.
Posted in the Discord, let everybody know. So if they wanted to spend that time that night or the next morning looking up deck lists, they were available.
Yeah.
So
That's
it took
insane.
forever. I will have a better system next year.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's what we had for this year.
Wild.
Yeah, so that was what Brian was talking about in our last episode. Brian was like,
exactly,
"Oh yeah, I was gonna
yeah.
go home and go to bed, but then like the mock field link
Yeah,
was
he saw
posted,
those.
so I had to go look at all the deck lists."
Right, yeah.
So Shane was up mad late working on that while we were all eating dinner at like 1 a.m. or
Yeah.
whatever,
Drinking,
drinking, whatever.
I was also doing all of those things.
Yeah.
While entering.
yeah,
Right, yeah.
yeah, we were all pretty inebriated.
I think I just went to bed immediately. I think I
Well,
was
yeah, Jay, you go to bed at like 9 p.m.
True.
So.
Yeah, that's honk shoeing.
But yeah, so next day, Saturday's nice because Saturday you don't have to wake up as early. You don't have to really worry about check-in stuff because everyone's already checked in.
Right.
There's way less stuff to do. So Saturday was nice. We woke up later. I still think it was like 8 a.m.
Yeah, it was like 7:30.
Yeah, I was still thinking like it was like, oh, I get to sleep into like 8 a.m. or
Yeah.
8:30 or whatever, and walked over to the venue again and just began day 2, which we can talk about the side events in a bit.
Actually,
but
before we get into the events, so we had breakfast, right? And as we were getting breakfast on Saturday morning,
from where?
let's just call it an undisclosed location for the moment because I still don't know exactly how legal this was. But on the menu of said undisclosed location, I realized that they had alcoholic milkshakes.
Whoa.
And I was
yeah.
like, you know what?
Did you get one?
Yesterday went pretty well. And I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good about today. So I asked the girl behind the counter, I was like, hey, is it too early for one of your boozy milkshakes? And she was like, no. And I was like, all right, I'm in. Let's
Wow.
go. So they gave me one in a to-go cup, which I still don't know if I don't know if you can do that, but
Yeah.
you know, hey,
That's a good ass start.
it was a great start to the morning.
There was also a local bakery offering a Black Lotus
That is true.
babka.
Yeah,
Mama
Mama
Yeah.
Lay's.
fucking
Yeah,
fire.
fucking
They were
Mama Liz.
delightful. I
Yeah.
had one each day.
Yeah, Mama Lay's,
They were
aka Mecca. right across the street from the Dante did the Black Lotus Bobcas this year without telling anybody, without talking to anybody.
Didn't hit us up.
The
Didn't say, "Do you think this is a good idea?" They were just like, "Yeah, we're just gonna do this."
The word spread because somebody took a picture of a poster that was taped to a lamppost.
Yeah.
And then that like spread on the internet before the whole thing started. And
yeah, we talked to, I don't know if they were the owners or whatever, but we talked to some of the folks at Mamala's being like, who came up with this?
Yeah.
And it turns out they had someone working there who likes Magic and knew about LobsterCon. Yeah. I don't think they played Premodern, but they knew about LobsterCon, and they
were like, we
get slammed every
year. Every year you guys do
once or twice a year. There's just randomly 150 people here in the morning, and we're just like so busy that like they finally were just like, we're gonna like figure out what this is and like get ahead of it.
Yeah.
And then they ended up doing something special for it, which is just so awesome because we all love that place so much.
Oh yeah, everybody always has like great feedback. Everyone always has good feedback when we're like, yeah, if you want breakfast or you want whatever, you want lunch,
you want sandwiches. It's right across the street. The food is out of this world.
It's really good.
And it's just like so convenient and so good. So that's always a highlight going there every year. And now they're on board with us. It's great.
Yeah, I think I had one of those babkas for breakfast that day. I don't fully remember, but I think so.
Nice.
I think I had one each day.
Yeah,
nice.
They were great. I knew I had to get at least one.
Yeah.
I guess by the numbers too, before we really get into Saturday, Friday, we cleared the Dante out at 5 cases of Guinness.
Oh,
holy shit!
That's just Guinness.
Nice.
So pat yourselves on the back, Premodern folks.
Did they give us the Malort numbers?
Oh, we got the Malort numbers.
Was it 5 bottles?
Yeah, so at the end of Saturday, we cleared 5 bottles of Malort over 2 days, which is probably a record somewhere.
Yeah.
Because, like, no one likes it.
The fact that it's even a thing is just so random and funny. Like, it just came out of nowhere, and it's just like Old School has its own things with the bar, and Premodern has Malort.
Oh, and Cindy works at the Dante along with Mario. She came up with all those sick cocktails this year with like the different like names and stuff like that. And
they were all Gaia's Blessing,
like
Wrath
a Gaia's Blessing, like a cocktail called Wrath of God and stuff. Like so sick.
Some of them like weren't Premodern cards, but she just like
she gotta do what she's gotta do.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, like the fact that she even did it was awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, she just like doesn't know magic really, was just figured it out and did it. And it's wonderful.
Love it. Friday morning, I realized that Saturday morning, I realized that I had agreed to take on the job of deck lists. So because we wanted to have paper deck lists for like players to exchange before each match.
Oh, you only realized that on Saturday?
Well, I kind of forgot about it. And I knew about it, but then I also forgot about it, and so I was like, I gotta go to like Staples or whatever.
Because our printer wasn't working.
Because our printer wasn't working.
And like the printer was fucked.
It was so fucked.
No, we had like on the stage alone we had like 20 years of IT experience, and we're all like, we can't figure out why this printer isn't fucking working. It's just busted.
But shout out to Staples for I originally got there and I was like, I'll print up like 2 lists for each person just so we have a backup. And I like plug in the file, and it's like, all right, that's gonna be $150. I was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
But so I was like, all right, we're only gonna do 1 per person, so people better not fucking lose their deck lists. And also, of course, despite everything being in black and white, it like defaults to color and like charges you for color, even if there's no color on the file.
Interesting.
And I was like, all right, let's change this to black and white. And it was like, all right, it's $30 now. Okay.
No shout out Staples.
So thanks Staples. Shout out to you.
You suck.
But they also saved our asses. So,
I got everything printed out, and then people helped me shout out like Pat Sweet and everybody that helped me lay out all the deck lists real quick.
Oh yeah, true.
So we got that all set up, and then we fired day 2.
Yeah. So day 2. Yeah. So like Jay said, we did the open deck list, which I think largely had good feedback. The only people that I've seen have bad feedback were people that lost and blamed it on the open deck list.
Yeah.
I think it was really good. I like the idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only people that I saw that didn't like it were people that didn't even make day 2. So it was like it didn't even matter for them.
Yeah. It's the same kind of people who hate IDs, right? The people that don't get to ID.
Yeah.
Agreed. Open deck lists are to not punish people for playing on feature match And feature match is supposed to be a celebration.
Yeah.
It's supposed
Right.
to be, you're doing well, you're playing something spicy, you're a well-known personality. We want to reward you, so we don't want to punish you for giving away information.
Right.
So that's why we're running open deck lists.
Yeah,
For sure.
And I think overall people liked it, and I liked it too. I thought it was cool. I wish we got to ever play in a tournament with open deck list because I would have an opinion on it, but I don't. So
Yeah. I think actually if people haven't listened to our episode with Brian, I think Brian made some good comments on it, and just
Agreed.
I think it is rewarding for people that are good players. I think that maybe not everybody was super prepared to like know how to take advantage of it. But I think it's just it adds a whole nother dynamic to the game. But it's cool.
100%. Yeah, and so day 2's main thing was whoever made day 2, and then we're going to cut to top 8, and then we had 2 side events. The 2 side events were the Premodern Unchained, you get up to 4 copies of a band card, and we had an event we were trying out with enemy fetch lands, where you're allowed to play enemy fetch lands in Premodern decks. Each event was capped at about 128, and fired roughly around the same time as round 1, I think. The enemy fetch land one had a couple hiccups. They started a little late. Somehow finished before Premodern Unchained. Yeah. Thanks, Bryson.
Yeah. Premodern Unchained went forever.
Yeah, so so the Unchained event was run by our friends the Rochester Royals, Alex, oh god, I just call him Alex C. Yeah. Cavalier?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to say his last name.
Cavalieri?
Cavalieri?
Yeah.
I don't know. Alex is the fucking man. He runs Rochester Royals along with Eric and stuff like that, and Eric Cripps from Rochester Royals was one of our judges. Eric was judging the Unchained event along with Alex TOing it. That seemed to run pretty well. I'd say one of the only hiccups we had all weekend was somehow Unchained ran until like midnight on Saturday, which we were trying to avoid this whole time. I don't know how that happened. A lot of seemed like I don't know what happened, but
grindy, slow, untimed rounds. There needs to be just like some I don't know. Well, next year's going to be completely different, but like if it's not, just like some sort of cutoff where it's like, all right, you guys have till this time, and if you can't figure this shit out before then like go to a bar because like we were all like sitting around waiting to go forever, and at some point I was like, all right, fuck this, I'm leaving. I don't care.
Yeah, at around I don't know 10:30 or 11 or something, like I walked up to Sean Calvo, our head judge, and Eric Cripps, who is judging the Unchained event, and Alex, who was running Unchained, and I said, do you guys need me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to get out of here.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired as hell, and like...
We had packed up the entire venue at that point.
Everything was just,
there was a single table.
There was one table set up for the finals, and we're like, I'm just going to get out of here if you don't need me, and they obviously were totally cool with it. But I think all in all, the events went pretty well. Bryson, aka Slow King, won the Unchained event on his Super Wayfarer deck with Force of Will. Unfortunately, the enemy fetch land event, just stock Enchantress won it.
Yeah, Jason Laverte.
Jason Laverte, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Boston Snorlax.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I feel is partially responsible for because he wasn't even going to play in that event, and I was like, dude, just go play in it. Why wouldn't you play in that? And then he's like, okay, I'll just go play in it, and then he just ended up winning it. And I was like, cool.
Yeah. Too bad he didn't do that in the main event because he was on my fantasy team.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Who won fantasy?
Horatio.
Horatio
He crushed it.
Yeah, he crushed it. I had Brian, and I came in like 3rd or 4th place.
On the back of whom?
He had
Claire?
Sissio,
Or
Claire.
no, he didn't have Claire. It's Sissio.
Fuck.
Should have pulled up the sheet.
Yeah, he had like 3 people that made.
Or maybe it was Claire. He had
Claire.
Claire,
Sissio, and he had one other player that made a late day 2 run.
Yeah.
And then he had Justin Moore, I believe, who like went like 5-4.
Yeah, well, he originally had James Smith.
Yeah.
James couldn't make it, so
Justin was his backup.
Yeah, but yeah, so I don't know. I thought the side events went really well. I thought the day 2 went really well and smooth in general. Like we were out of there and done pretty early.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was so much better than last year.
Yeah, it was like way from our perspective, it was way better. I think it's better for player perspective.
Yeah.
In case you weren't aware, Brian Sue won on Replenish. That's the Brian we've been referring to for our latest episode.
Yep.
Congrats to Brian.
Yep.
He's been working super fucking hard for that, and really proud of him for taking it home.
It was a cool top 8. There was no Dreadnought. I can like Dreadnought again. It's the good guy again. There was like 3 mono black decks.
Yeah.
2 or 3 in top 8.
Two in top 8. Two different ones.
Yeah, one with
Moneyball and one was Pit Rack.
Yeah, pit rack-ish. Like it was like 2 pit racks, and like, but it had the Urza's baubles, so you can look at their hand and then therapy the card.
For therapy.
Yeah.
It also plays around Bottomless Pit because it lets you store a card.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's cool. Clara's deck was sick. What else was up in there? Oh, Elves.
Yeah, dude. Ben from Zoo Crew.
Yeah.
Got top 8 with Zoo with
Orcish
Elves.
Librarian.
Stu's story was crazy.
Yeah, and then Galen also, who we haven't even talked about.
11-0?
Yeah, 11-0.
Went 11-0 before losing a match on Feb. Like that's. I can't imagine like how tired Galen was after going 9-0 on HFEB.
Oh
like
God.
he must
And
have
then
been
going 2-0 the next day.
Starting off 2-0, yeah. Starting 11-0 is insane.
Oh, and an extremely difficult deck.
Yeah, incredibly. And then it did suck that he kind of lucked into a really bad matchup in the quarters.
His worst matchup.
Yeah, his worst.
It's literally his worst matchup. And it was like his worst matchup, except they also had Wasteland. It was true. So it's like even worse.
Yeah.
Who did he play?
He played Sly.
So
Sly for HFAB is like terrible, but then Stu was also running like Port and Wasteland, which is like obviously Wasteland is just strip mine versus HFAB. So
Since
it's like
they don't run basics.
because they don't run basics at all. So it's just like, oh, that seemed like really bad matchup. But
have you guys listened to the Stu interview?
He was on Ty's podcast, right? I haven't listened to it.
It's so good.
Is it?
That man has his head screwed on perfectly straight.
Romancing the Stones, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I'll link it in our Discord later. It's like
I'll check it out.
Really, really good episode, and it just puts everything into like perfect perspective. And
hell yeah,
he's very well grounded. Just has his head screwed on, like he's in the exact right place with Magic, and definitely rubbed off on me a little bit after I listened to it. So
we'll have to hang out with him in New York when we go.
Yeah.
I think he moved there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought like all in all, I guess any other notes for like Saturday? We had lobster rolls as we always did.
Mm-hmm.
That went.
Some of us did.
Oh, did we?
Some of us
did.
Look, I don't know what happened there. All right.
Yeah.
What did happen there?
I must have ordered too few. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, everybody up in the booth did not get one.
Yeah,
I was like so starving and so excited.
Yeah, and a bunch of the artists.
Some of the artists didn't get one either.
That was a bad look. But
I mean, I told Darren, I was like, dude, if you just go get a lobster roll later, just send me the receipt. I'll pay for it. It's fine. You can get one anywhere.
They were very chill about it.
Yeah, they were super chill about it. Shout out to the artists for being chill about my fuck up.
Yeah.
To be fair, if that was like the one fuck up for the weekend, I think we did pretty good.
Right.
Although actually, maybe not, because like it is called LobsterCon. So if you fuck up the lobsters, then like, that's kind of like the one thing you don't want to fuck up. But neither here nor there.
It's one of the low key hardest parts of doing everything, because there's like you have to get the orders, and then you have to make sure that people pay you for the orders, which people will literally check a checkbox on the form saying, I will pay you on this PayPal. You cannot submit this form without acknowledging this. And they still won't pay you.
Right.
And you still have to message them on Facebook and say, hey, can you please just fucking pay me?
Yep.
And not make this harder than it has to be. So you have to collect all the money, you have to do all that, and then you have to place the actual order, then distribution and...
I was like, maybe somebody should just go get them lobster rolls like from the same place. And I think it was you. You were like, do you want to go get them? And I was like, no.
You're like, someone should go do that. I'm like, who? You're like, yeah, okay. Well, like I said, Darren was the most heartbreaking to tell, because Darren's like, well, I never had one, and I was looking forward to it. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Darren Bader, I'm so sorry. I'm like, dude, just go anywhere. Just send me the receipt. He's like, no, don't worry. I'm like, no, for real, dude. Just go get one. I'll fucking send you money for it. Don't worry about it.
He probably never did.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Or if he did, he didn't send me the receipt for it.
Yeah.
They were
and he'll never be back to LobsterCon again.
He's so done.
Yeah.
Fuck those
he'll
guys.
never deal with the rest
Great
of
time. I had made a bunch of sales, but didn't get a lobster roll.
Right. No, I think everything Saturday ruled. Everything ruled. I don't really have any other notes from the event personally.
I don't think so. Saturday, we went out to Flat Top Johnny's again for some celebratory, winding down, beers.
Yep.
Another
that was
11 p.m. dinner type situation.
Yeah.
Just got to chat with
Hang out with the East Bay Punks there.
Yep. I just chatted with Balzano a bunch. That was that night.
Ben hung out with Nick Balzano until like 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah,
For real.
What a cool guy. I love him.
Yeah, good dude.
Yep. James from the East Bay Punks, always wonderful to see him.
East Bay Punks got to finally check out some AAA.
I don't remember his friend's name, but she gave me...
There was Chris Hall, and then there was Eric, a.k.a. Samurai Fun.
There was one other one. She was playing She was playing some game, but she gave me like...
fuck, I remember her. She
gave me money
about something at one point, too.
Yeah, she gave me money to go play pinball, and that ruled.
Yeah, hell yeah. That was cool. Rob somehow, of course, was like boys with the bouncer. Do you remember this? We got there and Rob's just talking to the bouncer the whole time, and I'm like, "How do you know that guy?" He's like, "Oh, dude, that guy was in this fucking band." Like, And I remember the band. I can't remember right now, but at the time I was like, "Oh yeah, he's in that band." He's like, "Yeah." He's wicked cool. He's been doing hardcore punk forever. I'm like, of course, you just know this random bouncer in Cambridge, even though you live in Ohio now, Rob.
Yep.
But yeah, and then after that, I guess that was really it.
Yeah, it was sad to leave Flat Top, sad to see it all wind down as it always is. Just goes too fast.
It goes so fast.
Yeah.
When you're like running the event, it goes so fast.
Yeah.
You're just like...
And I tried my best to talk to everybody and catch up with everybody, but there's still just never quite enough homie time.
You can't.
Yeah. But I was also dead by the end of it. So.
Oh, for sure. That was definitely my biggest, like, if we start to get into Sunday, my biggest regret was last year we went out and had like a big brunch in Boston before we left.
Yeah.
And like got to see, and that was like really for us the like best time to like hang out with people. And I did a couple of brunches to like hang out with a couple of different friend groups, and I was sad that we didn't get to do that in Boston this year. Just because, like, yeah, it is tough because you don't get to see, like, a lot of people you don't get to see for longer than 5 minutes or whatever.
Right.
It's like, oh, hey, I'm in the middle of doing something, but I'll chat with you later or whatever, and then you just never have that chance.
Yeah, this year, like, all the New York dudes were heading back early.
Yeah.
And it just, like, didn't line up well.
No, it happens, but that was definitely...
Yeah.
We slept late.
Yeah.
I finally just like didn't have an alarm and slept till like 10 a.m. We had to be out by 11. So yeah. But we did go to brunch or some of us went to brunch at Clara's.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was sick.
That was
Although
awesome.
I was like so tired that I couldn't even hang out.
At Clara's insane house.
Yeah.
It was super cool.
But it was one nice little final cap on the whole thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Smaller shindig. The Royals were there and some other homies,
some Royals and stuff like that. Had a little brunch there. Got to hang out at Clara's insane shining replica bar.
Yeah.
And her husband was his name also Justin?
I think so.
Her husband was making us like cocktails with like mint grown in his backyard and shit like that, and like one of the best mojitos I ever had in my life.
I was too tired to drink. I like couldn't do anything.
You love cocktails too.
I know. I was so dead. I was so dead after that.
I was in the same boat. I had like a sip of your mojito, I think, and it was really good. It was
fantastic. We left because you're like, dude, I was
falling asleep on his couch.
You're like, we need to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this was the most exhausting LobsterCon for me.
You were playing AAA, though, like a savage.
Yeah, you got to do it.
You played against Galen.
Yeah, he said that he was undefeated. I was like, I have to play against you. And I won.
Still undefeated.
No,
Couldn't
I got
beat the
him.
Stormbine.
Yeah, got his ass with the yokel hops.
Yokel hops.
Yeah. But yeah.
And then that was basically it. I think I went home and I smoked a bunch, and then I just like laid on the... I like went home and saw Lindsay, and I said, I am so happy to see you, but I don't want to do anything today.
Right.
Don't ask me to do anything. I'm going to go lay down on the couch for like the next 8 hours.
Yep.
Like,
oh, dude, I'll
order takeout later.
I got home at, I think, 3 on Sunday. I thankfully was not working. Actually, no, I was working Monday, I think, but not till later in the day. But got home at 3, was asleep by 3:30, and woke up at 11:30 a.m. the next day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you were like, you were
guys, I just
gone
slept
for like a
20
day,
hours.
and then you're like, I just woke up like 17 hours later or something.
It was a nice 20-hour nap. You know,
So you crushed a nap too?
Pretty much the same. Like, I skipped brunch because I missed my wife, so I was like, let's head back to Worcester.
Yeah.
Indeed. Finally got there, like, said hi. She's like, oh, tell me about your event. And I was like, no.
I'll tell you tomorrow.
I'll do that after I
Just immediately just went, didn't even make it to the bed, got to the couch, fell asleep for some number of hours, and then woke up and, started life again.
Yeah. I went to Finland on Wednesday after LobsterCon.
Oh, you got
so,
home
like,
and no one really
Yeah,
liked
you went home and then you went to Finland, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Beast.
It was sick.
Dude,
but-
I didn't even tell you about this. I had the craziest dream because I went home and I put the stream on and then I fell asleep. But like, when you're like I was like kind of like waking up and I heard you talking on commentary, and in my head we were still at LobsterCon, and I was like, oh my god, the event's still going on. And I woke up, I was like, oh yeah, right. No.
How did I fall asleep?
How did I fall asleep? And I was like, oh yeah, never mind.
We're
That's
trapped
so
forever.
funny.
Yeah, just trapped in infinite Groundhog Day of LobsterCon.
Yeah.
Here we are at the beginning of round 4.
I was
You're
like,
oh god.
no, I'm still here.
Not again.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right.
I
Well,
think that's basically a wrap.
yeah, we've
Yeah.
been
We have some
yapping,
shout outs and shit to make.
We've been yapping for a long time, so let's wrap it up. Any shout outs?
We've been doing shout outs the whole time, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
We're for future shit. Like
future
anything
shit?
else that you want to talk about going forward?
No, I guess we're working through it. So if you weren't aware of the news, we use Spice Rack for our events, but Spice Rack isn't a thing anymore. They're shut down. Whatever. I'm not going to explain why. You can go find the statement that Ev made about it. He's the owner of Spice Rack. So we're not using Spice Rack anymore. We were planning on announcing our summer regional, our New England Premodern Summer Regional with a cap of 128 players at Great Stories in Whitensville, Massachusetts for July 11th. I don't have the flyer out yet because we're scrambling to figure out what software we're going to use. I believe we're using Melee is what we're going to be landing on, but we've got our pricing sorted out. I'm going to have the flyer out soon and a date for registration. Probably like whatever, not this Sunday coming up, but the next Sunday. I don't know what today's date is.
Who knows when this episode's
knows when
even
you'll
coming
listen
out?
to this.
I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, it doesn't. We're gonna have it probably the second Sunday of
So-
June is when we're planning on
Probably
doing.
the 14th.
I think the 14th at noon is when we're going to be doing registration, unless anything changes drastically before then. So just keep an eye out on Discord, especially New England folks. Keep an eye out. I will have that flyer out soon, and registration info available for that.
Yeah.
I think otherwise that's really all I have for like upcoming events or anything.
Yeah.
We'll
some of us
order
will-
the Sacred Torch event going on in July. We'll be there.
Yeah, some of us will be at CubeCon in Boston or whatever it's called.
The Boston Cube Party.
Boston
Yeah.
Cube Party.
Yeah, myself, Shane, and Jay here will be at Boston Cube Party.
I might be there.
Brad
If there's
might.
tickets,
Brad might be there.
I'll look it up right now.
So we'll be there.
I think Nick Pinn is making the New York Stack Exchange as well.
Nick,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Nick
yeah,
Pinn's
this
crazy and is going to
coming
play
weekend, yeah.
Vintage. So he'll be there. And yeah, like I said, Brad, myself, Jay, and Brendan at least will be at the Order of Sacred Torch event in New York, which I think is sold out, but we'll be there if anyone wants to come say what's up, hang out, whatever, give us some tips on cool shit to do in New York City.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think that's it.
Sweet. Well, we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
We did it.
Little-
This has been a bonus episode of our own LobsterCon recap. That's way later than everybody else's, but, here we are.
Yep.
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late. Well, we had to do the Brian one first, obviously.
Yeah.
Plus, we have all the insider information. So, like,
Right.
everyone else speculated about LobsterCon.
True.
We ran it.
Right.
True.
Exactly. Hell yeah. I think
Also,
it's a wrap.
yeah, keep your ear to the ground. Information about 2027, hopefully coming soon. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, coming soon, TM.
TM.
Yeah.
TM. So
We are working actually hard though to figure it out.
Asterisk.
Yeah, we're
Mostly
working.
Jay.
We're working pretty hard on North American Premodern Champs 2027. It's definitely something that's on our radar, and we're actively working through. We're doing a lot of.
Literally like the week after LobsterCon ended, it was like, all right, next year.
I tried really hard not to work right after LobsterCon,
Yeah.
and we just couldn't. We just can't help ourselves. We're just
Really?
We're just
Yeah.
fucking masochists. All right, y'all. I think
All right.
that's all we have.
Yeah. Sounds good. Peace.
We'll send it later.
Bye, everyone.